special delivery here for your mother. I wonder if you can sign for it.
Sure.
Right there, ma'am. You have a pleasant day, ma'am.
Thanks.
Hubert, Henry, breakfast. Oh, what have you got there, Grace?
It's for you. It's from Cousin Hugh and Matilda.
Oh, let me see. What can it be?
Oh, can I see Mrs. Bailey? Oh. Isn't she beautiful? Oh, she looks so grown up. I wonder what it was taking. Why does it say Violet Morrison?
Oh, it must have been a mistake. The photographer must have thought they were her parents.
I will not have your family confusing my little girl about who she is. I want you to get Hugh and Matilda on the phone right now. I want to speak to them.
I will not, honey. You're overreacting.
Please, Mrs. Bailey, I'd really appreciate it. I want to get this straightened out.
What's for breakfast?
What do you do?
Nothing. Sit down. Have breakfast.
Wait a minute there, Fraser. I'll give you a hand there.
Grace, bring that box of linens in with you when you come.
Well, Mother, it is nothing short of miraculous how you've been able to organize this shelter so quickly.
Well, in these hard times, people pull together for the common good. We'll take care of our own, Bob, before the government turns the town of New Bedford into a relief camp.
It's true. The last thing we need are more vagrants camping out at the rail yard.
Oh, those are the extra coats.
John. Hello.
Everybody in town's talking about how your mother's getting this mission up and running. Oh, I'm going to get my boss to donate some stuff from our catalog.
That's very thoughtful of you, Judd.
I've been trying to call you, but I guess you've been pretty busy. I must be working here day and night, huh?
I'm sorry that I haven't called you back. It really has been pretty hectic.
That's okay. You don't have to call me if you don't want to.
No, I do. I've been planning to call you. I really have. I can't get on the telephone without the boys listening or Mother.
Well, look, as long as I got you here, there's something I want to ask you. Do you have any plans for the 25th?
No?
Well, you remember Sally Brewster from school?
Yes, we were actually quite good friends because her father used to be the manager of our mine.
Well, what I want to ask you is, well, see, Sally's getting married on the 25th, and she's asked me to come, so I was wondering if maybe you'd want to come with me. Look, I don't want to pressure you. You don't have to come if you don't want to.
No, I mean, yes, I would love to go with you.
It's great. We both go down the train together.
The train?
Oh, yeah, Sally lives in Kenniston now. If I had a car, I'd drive you myself, but...
No, train's fine.
Great. Okay, that's great. Well, see you soon then.
Mrs. Bailey,
Yes, honey.
about what we were talking about this morning. I know that you mean to do what's best for Violet in the short term, but it's really hard on the boys and me not seeing her for weeks at a time. And I'm so afraid that if this goes on much longer, she's not even going to know who her real family is.
Honey, if you want to spend more time with Violet at Matilda and Hugh's, I'm sure they wouldn't mind.
The bus fare's so expensive. Please, Mrs. Bailey, will you reconsider? Let Violet come and live here.
Honey, as I've told you before, there is no one here to look after Violet while you're at work. Especially now, since Grace and I have both volunteered to help run the mission. The matter is settled. I won't argue it with you again.
I've been meaning to tell you, Mother. Ken Brewster called me last week. His daughter Sally's getting married and he'd like us all to come to the wedding.
Well, it has been such a long time since we've been to a wedding. Won't it be fun, Mother?
I'll have to start shopping for something to wear right away. Wedding's on the 25th.
Well, not the 25th of this month.
Sally's beau only just proposed last week. I think she wants to make it legal before he changes his mind.
Sounds very suspect to me. In any case, Grace and I won't be going. The mayor is officially opening the mission the next morning, and we'll be working all day of the 25th, preparing.
I could help you early on in the morning and still catch the noon train to go down to Sally's wedding.
Oh, I'll need every available volunteer to get this thing off the ground. Oh, no, Grace, you simply can't go.
I could help you, Mrs. Bailey. I could fill in for Grace.
But I could certainly use your help, honey. But I can't do without Grace.
You know, it's probably just as well Grace isn't going to Sally Brewster's wedding. I didn't want to say anything in front of Grace, but I think I know why she's so eager to go.
Why is that?
When I called Sally to get some ideas for a gift, she happened to mention that she'd invited Judd Wainwright to the wedding.
Well, why on earth would she invite him?
Don't you remember, Mrs. Bailey? Judd and Sally and Grace all went to school together when the Brewsters lived in New Bedford. According to Sally, Mr. Wainwright is quite smitten with our Grace. Has been for years.
Well, the feeling's not mutual, I can tell you. Grace has no intention of starting up with him. And I hope you have the good sense not to tell her he's going to Sally's wedding.
Of course, I understand completely. Oh, honey, are those all the dishes? Good. Hold on. I'll wash and you can dry. How's that?
Just peachy. Are they gone yet?
Toppy's insisting Doris give a piano recital, and she wants us all to come listen. There goes the 6:35 to New York. Don't you just love the sound of a train whistle? Every time I hear one, I think of it going clear across the country to the Pacific Ocean. Before you and the boys came, when it was only me and Mother living here, I'd feel so lonesome sometimes, being in this big house, never being able to go anywhere. I'd daydream for hours about getting on a train and going anywhere I wanted to.
Grace, would you like to see Judd Wainwright again?
Why do you ask?
I don't know. I was just wondering where things stood with the two of you. When you were in Northbridge, I saw how much you liked him, and obviously he's crazy about you.
Honey, if I told you a secret, would you promise not to say anything?
Toppy's the family stoolie, not me.
I did see Judd today.
Good for you.
Good for me. It's terrible. I mean, seeing Judd is good. That's not the bad part. That's the good part. But, the thing is, honey, he asked me to go to Sally Brewster's wedding with him. And I said yes.
What's wrong with that?
Well, you heard Mother. I can't go. And there's no way to get around her either because she always knows.
Your mother thinks she can control everybody's lives. You're a grown woman, Grace. All you have to do is march right up to her and tell her you are going to go to that wedding. There's not a thing she can do to stop you. What's the worst thing that can happen? Even if she forbids you to go, she can't physically stop you.
But she always makes me feel so guilty that I end up doing exactly what she wants.
That's because you let her. It's not the same with you as it is with me. I would give anything to be in your position. You can see Judd as much as you like. All you have to do is stand up to her.
I want to. And I do try sometimes.
Grace! Would you two hurry and come downstairs? Toppy's waiting.
Yes, Mother.
Don't hem them too high, okay, Mom? They'll look like flood pants.
What are flood pants?
You know, they're so high they wouldn't even get wet in a flood.
Don't worry, I'm not gonna give you flood pants.
You better not.
Oh, hi, Max.
Hi.
Come on in.
Hi, Hub. Look, honey, I know I'm early, but it was such a beautiful day out. I thought maybe you and the boys would like to go for a walk by the lake before we go to the movies.
Honey,
Good afternoon, Mrs. Bailey.
honey, we're ready to go now.
We'll go where?
Well, we're all going to work at the mission today. Didn't your mother tell you?
What?
Honey, you do remember a dinner last night offering to work at the mission today.
Yes.
Well, hurry along then. Grace is already waiting in the car.
I'm so sorry.
It's okay. Bye.
Oh, sorry. Another time.
Okay.
Okay, come on. Go put your other pants on. Hurry up.